Right, okay. I've been talking about how a theory of everything shouldn't be ultimately 100% physics based, which I do believe to be true, because I think it sort of excludes a lot of people. Almost, I don't know, 90% of the world's population aren't physics experts, are they, really? I'm not saying that I am, I'm saying that 90% of the world's population are not physics experts, okay? And that, it's just, physics just isn't good enough. That's the thing. I mean, I could write some complicated physics theory, or mathematics theory, or both. I could write a philosophical essay about things and stuff, and if you don't understand it, you don't understand it, and how do you prove it? That's the thing. Because there's always some kind of debate, there's always something opposite, something neutral. Okay, and it's only by providing all those three things at once that we can have a theory of everything, which answers everything at every time. It answers all things simultaneously. That's the whole point of pro theory, as I keep saying. That's the reason that I write and talk about what I do in the way that I do. I suppose it's pretty random how I came to do this. I'm completely self-taught as well, 100% self-taught in my physics and mathematics essays and things. The reason my website, protheory.com, has a lot of physics and mathematics essays on it is because I need to talk to the people in charge, if you like, basically. So, in a sense, knowledge, in the human sense, has what we call a government, basically, I suppose. As in, the top physicists in the country, in the world, without their approval of pro theory as a theory of everything, I can't get there, basically. There's loads of other theories of everything as well, but none of them even come close to pro theory, I don't think, myself. I really don't. Because pro theory answers everything 3 times, you see, and then it loops, and that's the point. And physics just confuses things, really, and it's not... Physics doesn't explain, like, the clock that's over there, or the light that's over there, or the carpet on the floor. And I haven't seen it do so either. I don't think it will, okay? This has to be a theory of everything for everybody, every single person in the whole world. That's the whole point. It's a theory of everything to make everybody, or to help everybody to understand, once and for all, how the universe works. The reason I've written about physics and maths, as I say, is because I have to talk to the physicists and the mathematicians as well as the general public. I suppose the videos are for the general public, the non-physics experts and mathematics experts, and the essays are for the experts in a sense, I suppose. I mean, I'm sure it seems ridiculous, some of the things I've said and stuff, but, you know, I mean, how much sense did you think a theory of everything that answers everything at once would really make, you know? Because sense is singular, make sense, not make sense, neutral in the middle, okay? And I'm saying all 3 at once, so it doesn't strictly make sense in the singular sense, as I say. Now, I know that seems like a wordplay and stuff, but it isn't, okay? It's really, really simple. I'm just talking about 3 potentials simultaneously, that's it. It's so simple, you know? But people find it difficult to understand, because a lot of people say, oh, this has blown my head. Or this is way over my head, mate, you know, I can't possibly get my head around this. But that's just because you've got a mental block in your head that says don't think in 3s. The common consensus is, and always has been usually, to think in singularities, as in this is right or this is wrong. Regardless of evidence, the crux of the matter is it's either right or wrong, usually. This is the common consensus, as I say. So what do you do when you get something that's right, wrong and neutral simultaneously? You know, and it's no wonder that people react differently and find it confusing and stuff when I'm saying 3 things at once. I mean, I just seem to be rambling on at the moment on these videos. I don't even know if I'm going to upload them, to be honest, but I may do, because I haven't made any for ages, and I'm just getting a bit confused, really, I suppose. It's not confused in the pro theory sense, in the sense that I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but I don't know, how do you explain everything at once? How do I explain how pro theory fits in without people saying, oh, well, that's just silly, that's just silly. But this is just something I'll have to deal with, I suppose. I'll have to keep going, and hope for the best, really. I've had some really good comments lately, and I've just set up a new forum at fprotheory.com. Okay, so it's linked to on the homepage of my YouTube channel, fprotheory.com. I'm going to update the video description soon as well, in all my videos, to link to my new forum rather than my old forum. And eventually, hopefully, I'm going to update protheory.com as well, which is a bit of a mammoth task actually, because there's about 30 odd pages of physics on there and stuff, which, you know, it's not a simple task to rewrite the whole website completely. So I think what I'm going to do, to be honest, is leave the essays up as a talking point in their current form, but I'm just going to update the code of the website, the CSS and stuff basically. Or should I say, I'm going to introduce some CSS into my website rather than using tables as I have been doing before. I think, and try and make it look like a decent website for once. I've got a few new servers and stuff with my new forums on a separate server to my new, to my old protheory.com server. And sooner or later I'll get them sorted and see what happens basically. Just keep talking.